For Anti-Bullying Week, P6, 7 and 7 have been learning how to deal with various conflicts.
A conflict is when an individual or a group has a disagreement or an argument with another individual or group.
Conflicts can lead to people being unkind to one another, which can turn into bullying.
We first reflected on when we last experienced a conflict. What was the cause, what was the effect, and were we able to resolve it?
We then discussed that when there is a conflict, there are only three possible outcomes.
Win-win, both individuals or groups are happy with the outcome of a conflict.
Win-lose, one individual or group gets the outcome they want while the other does not.
Lose-lose, both individuals or groups are not satisfied with the outcome of a conflict.
We then learned what to do when we experience conflict. We learned about the 4 R's: recognise, respond with kindness, resolve and reflect.
We also discussed the differences way to resolve confliction, person to person. Think about the other person as a person. Acknowledge people are not perfect and make mistakes.
Cool off, sometimes we need to walk away and have no communication or interaction to solve conflict.
Never assume. Put yourself in other person's shoes and understand that their reactions may be different than yours.
Move on. While it's important to address and not ignore conflict might not always be resolved. We need to come up with our own advice to do it all the time, which we plan to use. If you're getting bullied and feeling down, talk to someone you trust or call Childline, which is 08001111.
Remain calm, remember we are people too, don't blame or accuse each other.
Just move on and ignore whoever is doing something to you. Accept conflict. Remember that conflict is natural and happens in every ongoing relationship.
If dealing with conflict, approach calmly. Don't act angry and try and stay calm. If you are too angry to approach them, take your time away from them. When a calm, approach kindly and confront them. Move on. Take some time to calm down. Talk to them about how you feel. Tell someone what's happened. Do something to take your mind off. Talk to an adult. Tell someone you trust and tell someone you will and that you trust really well.
My advice is to speak to Mr. Blakey or Mr. Anderson. My advice to somebody who is being bullied is to reach out to someone they trust.
My advice would be to speak to someone you trust, like your parents or teachers, friends, anybody you trust, to cheer you back up.
My advice would be to tell your siblings or someone you know you can trust.
My advice would be to reach out to someone you trust, like your mum and dad, or a friend, or a teacher.
My advice would be to speak to a person from your family.
My advice would be to speak to a trusted adult, such as Mr. Blakey, Mr. Anderson, your teacher, your mum, dad, gran or a granddad.
To speak to your mum and dad.